examine them. You trained them and examined them.
Yes.
And proved their competency.
Yes, and by knowing how to operate them. Thank you, Your Honor.
The polling stations were supposed to open at what time?
Polling stations are supposed to open at 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
Up to 5 p.m. in the evening.
Yes.
Unless there are issues or incidences which may affect the said timelines.
Unless
there are incidences which can affect the timelines from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m., which is also according to the Constitution.
So where incidents affect those timelines, what did you train them would be done? What was supposed to be done if timelines have been affected?
Your Honor, according to our training, if, for example, a stations open 10 minutes after 6, the presiding officer is supposed to, at 5 p.m., extend the 10 minutes on the closing time. That is, so the station is supposed to close at 5:10 p.m.
At the opening of the polling station, how is the KIMS gadget supposed to be started or opened?
Your Honor, the presiding officers have adequately been trained on how to charge the KIMS, and after charging the KIMS on, in order now to open the polling stations, they are supposed now to scan the QR code, which is found in the physical registers, which were deployed in all the 134 polling stations, Your Honor.
Can the 134 KIMS kits deployed, could any one of them be able to start minus the QR code, minus scanning the QR code?
Your Honor.
Yes or no?
No. Minus the QR code, it could not.
Throughout the day, was it brought to your attention by any presiding officer or any other polls official of a KIMS kit that had failed?
No.
I'm resisting to object on this leading question because I don't want to appear like a
Where is the leading there, my lord?
The answer is no. The first answer was yes. Second answer is no. The leading question
Where is the leading in this one?
Councillor, I'm also trying to understand. If he asks, was the Peugeot pickup there?
Yes.
And it's a car that we've been speaking about. There's nothing leading.
He has already indicated the Peugeot is there, so you.
Yeah, if it is something that we've been discussing.
I'm well getting back.
Yeah. Ask the question again.
Throughout the day, did you receive a report from the personnel you are deployed into the 134 polling stations of any KIMS kit that had failed?
No, no KIM kit failed.
What would you say are the primary responsibility of the KIMS or duties? What was the primary duty of this KIMS gadget?
Your Honor, the primary duty of a KIM kit is to help identify the voters per polling station who are by law supposed to vote in said polling stations. And this is done through the biometrically identifying the voter.
Did you receive any report of any KIMS kit that had failed to identify a voter?
No, they were all able to identify the voters. This is because all of them worked that day.
At what level is the physical voters register used?
Your Honor, the physical register is only used if and only when the KIMS kit fail completely. And this must be authorized from the headquarters, whereby the presiding officer is supposed to call the returning officer to inform him or her about the failure of the KIMS kit, whereby the returning officer is supposed to call the headquarters to get to be authorized on the same. Your Honor.
Very well. Did you receive any report of a situation where the KIMS kit had failed to identify and therefore there was the need for the physical register?
No.
Did you receive a report of any bribery happening within the polling stations?
No.
Did you receive any report of any violence inside the polling stations?
No.
Was there any did you receive any challenge of any report of a challenge in terms of the transportation of the election materials to the tallying center?
No.
The results which you declared in form number 35B, are they in consonance with what is contained in form 35A for the 134 polling stations?
Yes.
My Lord, I will render the witness to cross-examination.
Cross-examination.
My Lord, I was just consulting with my colleagues because I suppose the fourth respondent might be joining his evidence with the first and second and third.
That makes some sense.
I-
Do you have any cross-examination for respondent?
We have Adrian for the fourth respondent.
Yes.
We don't have questions for now. Okay. We have one question.
Kashuba for
Yes, my lord. Mr. Kenywa,
Yes, Your Honor.
one of the grounds or the allegations by the petitioner is that there were no register of voters in the polling stations. Is that correct?
No, Your Honor.
What is the question? One of the complaints
Yes.
in the petition.
Yes. is that there were no physical registers in the polling
And
stations.
his answer was that is not a complaint?
No, yes.
I have said they were present. So,
Oh,
that's
okay.
not,
So every polling station,
no.
they did not. When you submitted the voting materials to this court, the registrar did note that 6 polling stations did not have registers. Do you confirm that?
Yes.
What happened to those 6? Is it true that they didn't have register of voters, or what happened?
Your Honor, all those polling stations had physical registers, only that the presiding officers locked them into the ballot box, inside the ballot box.
So if I get you correctly, is that the voter registers in those 6 polling stations are inside the polling, the ballot box,
Ballot boxes, so
together with the ballot papers of vote.
yes, yes, Your Honor.
So they are sealed in ballot boxes,
Yes, they are still there, Your Honor.
not with the strategic materials, but in a ballot box.
No, inside the ballot boxes containing the strategic materials.
Oh,
Yes, please.
there was only one ballot box with strategic materials.
Yes.
The one, sorry, Your Honor.
Are they in the ballot boxes or in
Yes.
the strategic box?
All the 135 ballot boxes are containing strategic materials. Now, that 135 one is from our faithfulness as guided by the council. There are some materials which are strategic by nature. They came to the returning officers, and that is why they were locked in that, the 135th ballot box. Otherwise, the physical registers are in the category of the 134.
Okay,
So that
let's
they're in
call
the
those
ballot-
ones ballot boxes.
Yeah, okay.
Number 135 is a strategic, let's call it a strategic
Okay,
ballot
okay,
box,
okay,
the
okay,
way it's
yeah.
been described here.
Okay, thank you.
There,
Your
there
Honor.
may be a real name for it,
Yes.
but for now, number 135 is strategic materials,
Yes.
ballot box
Okay,
or
okay.
box.
Yes.
The others, 134, are ballot boxes
boxes.
Yes,
with
yes.
results.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you confirm that the 6 that are said to be missing are actually in the ballot boxes,
Yes,
all right,
yes.
in the respective polling stations.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you able to identify to this court the polling stations whose register of voters are in the ballot boxes? Are you able to identify them?
Yes, Your Honor, if given a chance.
Yes, I'm asking you to do it.
Yes.
Yes. What are these stations?
Your Honor, the polling stations said Chicago Hall County Council of Mbeere.
We don't have the benefit of the document that is referring to.
He's telling us what it is.
Yes. Polling station 1.
One of 3, yes.
Polling station 1.
One of 3, yes.
Number 2 is which station?
Barware Primary School.
Ba-
Barware Primary School.
Yes.
Polling station. Sorry, Your Honor.
Go on.
Polling station 1.
1.
Then number 3, Siangera Primary School. Polling station 2.
My Lord, on a preliminary issue, and I beg to be guided by your wisdom. My Lord, to the best of my knowledge, we only have one application for scrutiny. And that an order of scrutiny, my Lord, must relate to the application that has been brought before the court. My Lord, again, to the best of my knowledge, I have not seen an application for scrutiny from the first, second, and third respondent.
That's fine. They wouldn't want anything scrutinized.
That's correct, my Lord. So I'm just wondering, my Lord, where we shall place this evidence when the scrutiny is actually being sought by the IBC. I consider this as an application for scrutiny for themselves to establish that we actually have these documents.
The application for scrutiny was made by you.
That's correct, my Lord.
This is information that's coming for free to enable you to know where you must scrutinize.
That is correct, my Lord, but the principle that has been, and the jurisprudence emerging is that the courts have always guarded themselves against being invited to a fishing expedition. Because the fishing expedition is itself a guiding principle when we are dealing with this particular issue. Could it be therefore that we are being invited and they are trying to answer the question of the fishing expedition? And how shall we submit when we'll be taking our submissions vis-a-vis the principle of fishing expedition when they themselves do not have an application for scrutiny?
Okay, my understanding is this. You are being given free of charge for your application for scrutiny, that there are areas which you must look at. That's what the court is being told. These areas you must look at. There could be more. This does not limit scrutiny. There could be more. But these ones he's telling us for free. If you look there, you'll find these things. We might open and not find them, which creates another problem. Isn't it? Yeah. So I don't see, there's no application for scrutiny by the IEBC. They wouldn't want anything scrutinized if possible. Yeah. Which is why I think there was an attempt to make a slight amendment to the report.
Thank you, Lord. Yes, please. The third station?
The third station, Your Honor, was Shiangera Primary School, polling station 2.
That is S or CH?
CIA.
SCIA.
CIA-NGERA.
Okay.
Shiangera Primary School, polling station 2.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is one starting with N, Nthigilani Primary School.
NT?
NTHIGIRA. NI. Nthigilani Primary School, polling station 1. Then we have Wakaivi. Police station 1.
Is it a school or what is this?
A primary school, yes, sorry, Your Honor. Wakaivi Primary School, 01. Then the last one is Kamaoa Primary School, 01, polling station 1.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Okay. Please confirm to the court whether the KIMS kit would have worked in those 6 polling stations without the physical register of voters.
Your Honor, KIMS kit would not have worked in those stations without the KIMS kit. I mean the registers, physical registers.
That is all, my lord.
Okay.
Yes, my Lord. Good afternoon.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening.
Akiri.
You said that you have how many years of experience in this field?
By now it's 12, going to 12 years.
12 years. And you pride yourself that you've never had an election that has been challenged, correct?
Yes, I thank God for that. Thank you.
Do you still hold the same pride now that this has been challenged?
Yeah, I do.
Look at your affidavit and look at paragraph 9. Yes?
Which affidavit?
His affidavit, my lord.
There are two. There's a supplementary and there's the first
Yes,
affidavit.
supporting affidavit.
This supplementary.
Yes, affidavit in support of the response.
That's page
It should be page 18.
page 18.
No. 53. 53.
Legislation at the top. Legislation at the top.
Page 23.
Yes.
Am I looking at the trial bundle?
Our part, the first and second, first to third, paginated bundle, page 23 at the top. This is referring to paragraph number 9. Please.
Oh, paragraph 9.
And as we go to paragraph 9, Mr. Witness, you confirm that this election conformed to the dictates of the election, correct?
Yes.
That the
Honor.
election was secure, correct?
Yes, they were.
And that it was verifiable,
Yes, Your Honor.
and that it was free and fair,
Yes, Your Honor.
and it was free from intimidation and violence.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. Do you know what fairness means and transparency means in an election?
Yes, I do.
What does that mean?
Fairness is when everybody is given an equal chance.
What do you understand by the question of accountability and transparency of an election?
Accountability is when I, as the returning officer, am able to account for the results so presented and the materials which are also.
Is a register part and parcel of confirming the accountability and the transparency of an election,
Yes, yes.
security of the elections?
Yes. Yes.
Council, just ask him the question, especially for my record. Otherwise,
Okay, my lord.
I'll have to tell you, wait, let me look at my record to
Okay,
see
my lord.
what Collins said. You know, I don't know, most of these chaps, I don't know them.
Did you reply to the allegations that Collins was involved and or included in the voters register?
No.
Did you see the explanation that was given therein by one of the officers, how Collins found himself in the voters register?
Yes, and there's a witness in this court.
What explanation did he give?
Your Honor, the registration of Collins Monene happened in Roido constituency, and it was in a stray format.
When did it happen?
When the registration of voters started, the IBC announced the
When
start of
did the
continuous.
inclusion of Collins Monene happen in the voters register in respect to Mbeere North? Do you know or you do not know? In respect to this particular election, when was the register frozen as per your allegations under paragraph 9?
Your Honor, consequent, can I read?
When was it frozen? I'm
was
asking a simple question.
Frozen on 21st June 2022.
On the 21st?
June 2022.
That is to mean that on the 21st June 2022. 2022? Kindly confirm
Yes.
the dates.
2022 for the
That is to say
2022 general election.
that from that time, there was no one who was included and all. There was no alteration on the voters register, correct?
No one was supposed to be included. Correct.
So do you still maintain to the ones that
426.
look at
He is the deputy returning registration officer in Roido constituency.
and therefore
Deputy returning officer or registration officer? What did you say?
Currently, what we are doing, we are registering voters.
it's okay,
The
but
names
what
will
is his
change.
designation?
Deputy returning officer.
Deputy returning officer.
Yes.
But we can take the first paragraph where he describes himself as a gazetted assistant registration officer, correct?
Yes.
Look at paragraph 3 of that affidavit and kindly read it out.
Your Honor, an constituency.
Election of voters was closed.
I noted it was in
No, remind us when it was closed.
2022, the month of June.
In the month of June.
Yes, Your Honor.
When was Collins registered as a voter?
Collins was registered on 8th day of October 2025.
When was Mbeere North gazetted as an election area?
For the by-election,
Yes, for the by-election.
it was in the month of August 2025.
Still been frozen at this particular time?
Yes, at the end.
Do you know how many more of Munene's character or individuals that were affected by this kind of registration being done by one of the officer? Are you able to tell? Yes or no? Are you able to tell?
No, but it has been
Are you able to
confirmed
tell? Yes or no?
by the ICT department in
I'm not asking about in respect to Munene. Munene is dealt with. That you have agreed there was unregistration, correct?
Yeah, it was.
Notwithstanding the explanations, correct?
Yes.
Correct or not correct? So are you able to tell how many more individuals of the character of Collins Monene affected the Mbeere North voters register as you stand there? I just need a yes or a no answer, Mr. Witness. Are you able to tell?
No.
Thank you. Therefore, your averment contained at paragraph 9 of your affidavit is not correct and is not the representation of the true possession, correct?
No, it is correct.
Are you
The
saying,
register-
Mr. Witness, excuse me, are you saying there was no alteration?
There wasn't.
Are you saying there was no alteration?
There wasn't.
So, who between you and Edwin Ibrahim is lying?
None.
Mr. Witness, one of you must be a liar.
Not really, Your Honor.
So you are saying, consequently, no changes whatsoever, including change of voters' names or particulars, could be made since the register of voters was to be maintained in that code as it was on 21st of June, correct?
Yes.
That is to say, this was cast on a stone. There was no possibility of even the deduction of any person, correct? From the 21st of June 2022, there could not have been either a subtraction or an addition to that register, correct? Correct or not correct, Mr.
That was the
Witness?
expectation.
I'm not asking about the expectations. I'm asking about the correctness of the position. Is it correct or not correct?
Correct.
And what happens when a voter's register has been alterated? What happens if the voter's register has been cleaned, it has been altered, new voters have been registered? What is supposed to happen to that register?
My lord, with your kind permission, Gashuba for the fourth. Perhaps maybe counsel, so that we also benefit, if he could show the witness the altered or the changed register, because we don't know what he's referring to.
Just be clear. I wouldn't necessarily ask you to show a document.
Yes, my lord.
But be clear in your question so that everybody understands what it is.
It's
that you're
unfortunate that
asking.
Mr. Kashuba is not able to understand now, but for purposes of the benefit, what happens when an alteration or new voters register is done, or when it's cleaned in normal circumstances, like the way the KPMG audits voters register? What happens therein after?
The changes are supposed to be made.
They are
in
supposed
the
to be made
register.
correct.
Yes, yes.
Is that register supposed to be gazetted?
Yes, and it has ever been.
It's okay. In this respect to the Collins alteration or inclusion of Collins in this register, do you have the gazette notice that gazetted that register before this court? Do you?
I don't have it.
You do not have.
Been gazetted or has been gazetted?
We'll come to that. Hold your horses.
What I have on record is that he doesn't have a gazettement of an amended register.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're patient, I will come to that question. When Collins' name was included in the voters' register, in whatsoever manner it was included, did the IBC gazette that register? Yes or no? Did they?
No.
Did they not?
No, no.
Did they gazette?
It was not gazetted.
It was
as
not
such.
gazetted. Thank you. And you confirm that you had well-trained personnel, correct?
Yes.
And you aver at paragraph 12 of your affidavit the procedure and the training that you gave to your presiding officers and the deputy presiding officers, correct?
Yes, I do.
And one of that training that you gave, Mr. Witness, and the obligations and the duties therein is collecting ballot boxes, ballot papers, register of voters, and to ensure their safety, correct?
Yes.
You equally trained them on ensuring order in the polling station, correct?
Yes.
Even where there was adjourning polling, the necessity to adjourn, you indicated that polling they needed to get the concurrence of the returning officer, correct?
Yes.
Again, at you say they were also supposed to maintain the PSDs, correct?
Yes.
Polling station diaries, correct?
Yes.
And you have enumerated a lot of a number of things, correct? But before I go there, my lord, permit me to just go back to the voters register slightly. Where was Collins registered as a voter?
I said he was registered in Roido,
No. Yes.
Roido constituency.
Where did he vote?
I don't know.
You don't know. You had witnesses before this court who confirmed that he voted at Mondu Primary School Polling Center. You heard that, correct?
No.
When Collins was registered as a voter, did that affect the status of that register?
No, because he was flagged out.
That flagging out, did it affect the integrity of the voters register?
It didn't.
It never affected the
It
integrity.
didn't.
According to you, the voters register integrity was as it was on the 12th, is it on the 12th? 21st of June 2022?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who authorized this gentleman to register this man as a voter? Who authorized him?
He went
Who
into
authorized this Ibrahim to register this man as a voter when the voters registration had been frozen?
I don't know.
What is the key role of a presiding officer in a polling station?
The main role is to undertake elections in that polling station.
Yes.
Yes.
In terms of securing the material, what is the role of the presiding officer?
He's supposed to ensure that the materials are well secured in the company of other officers and the police officers who are attached to that polling station.
How many categories of materials do we have in a polling station?
We have strategic and non-strategic materials.
So how many categories? I'm asking how many categories? So we have two categories.
Yes, two categories.
And list the category that constitutes the strategic materials.
Quite many. We have the register itself. We have the KMS.
Wait. We agree that the register is a strategic material, correct?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's proceed.
KMS kit.
The KIMS kit is equally a strategic material.
Yes.
Correct?
We have the stamps which are used.
The stamps is a strategic material.
Yes. Ballot papers are
Yes.
strategic materials.
Yes.
We also do have yes, many of those are the strategic materials, although I may have forgotten some.
Okay. So we have strategic material at the time of the commencement of the election, correct?
Yes, the strategic materials are materials which cannot.
Wait for the question. We have not told you to, I've not asked you to explain. We have strategic materials at the time of the commencement of the elections, correct?
Yes.
And we equally have strategic materials at the time of the closure of the elections, correct?
Yes, they still remain so.
Do these strategic materials remain as they were at the time of the commencement of the elections?
Your Honor, I would want.
I'm asking, do they remain as they were, yes or no?
Yes, they do.
So there is no change of the status of these materials, correct? For example, does the ballot paper remain as it was at the time of
No,
the start?
no, no, no.
So are there other strategic materials that emanate from the ballot paper at the closure? For example, a spoiled ballot paper. Is it a strategic material? Is it a strategic
Yeah, it
material or
is.
not?
It is.
How about a rejected ballot paper? Is it a
It is.
strategic
It
material?
is. It is a strategic
How
material.
about a counterfoil? Is it a
It is
strategic material?
strategic material.
And the register itself is equally a strategic material.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, what was the last one?
The register, the voters register. How about the PSD? Is it a strategic
It's
material?
equally strategic.
Sorry?
It is equally strategic.
Is equally strategic.
Which one?
Now, the polls this diary, PSD. So now, let us now, I'm making an assumption, Mr. Witness, that the election has been declared. The presiding officer is now preparing to transport all these materials
Okay. Yes.
to the presiding officer at the tallying station,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Prepare now, give evidence in preparation of that presiding officer to come to the tallying center. What is he or she supposed to do? I'm assuming where in a situation where he has spoiled votes, he has.
Council. It will help if you ask questions
Okay, let me ask.
which are not compounded in such a way that
Okay,
an answer cannot be recorded.
I will get it, my lord. When the presiding officer closes the polling station, declares the results, how does he prepare himself to come to the tallying center?
Your Honor,
In terms of strategic materials,
Your Honor, the strategic materials, apart from the physical register and the PSD booklet, are supposed to be sealed inside the transparent box, which
inside
is
the
brought
transparent
the,
box. Let's go
brought
one
to
by
the
one.
returning officer.
When sealing
Transparent ballot box.
Yes,
when sealing the counterfoil,
yes.
what is the presiding officer supposed to do? How is he supposed to treat that counterfoil?
Your Honor,
Is it supposed to be placed in an envelope
Your Honor, that is the case. They're
Yes.
supposed to be placed in an envelope.
and clearly marked as?
Yes, if that is what you're asking, all of them are supposed to be labeled accordingly in their respective envelopes. Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And subsequently, after labeling and putting them in all the respective envelopes, what is the presiding officer supposed to do?
Is supposed to seal that ballot box and, of course, the aperture
Seal the ballot box
in the presence of the agents.
with the aperture. Is that supposed to be recorded anywhere in the PSD?
Yes, it is supposed to be recorded.
Is it possible, therefore, that one can get a counterfoil outside a polling station?
Yes, it
I'm
is.
asking.
Sorry.
Is it possible
It is.
that you can get a counterfoil outside?
Yes, it is possible, Your
In
Honor.
such circumstances, what do you do as a presiding officer?
Presiding or returning?
Returning officer, sorry.
When they are brought to the returning officer, I'm supposed to communicate to the agents, the chief agents who are in that
can't recall its name, but it was in Ishiara.
A hotel in Ishiara, an unknown hotel in Ishiara.
Yeah.
You
can't
spent in an unknown hotel in Ishiara.
Can't remember its name.
So it is unknown.
Yeah, we put it that way.
You slept on 24th.
Yeah,
24th?
25th, 26th.
So 24th.
Yeah,
So what time did you get to Ishiara on 24th?
around midnight.
Around midnight.
Yeah,
And what time did you sleep?
just a few minutes after.
A few minutes after.
Yeah,
What time did you wake up?
at around 8.
At around 8 on 25th.
Yeah,
Where did you sleep on 25th?
the same place.
The same place that you don't know.
The same town. We changed it. It was full. The original one was full the second day. So we just walked and found another one somewhere.
You found and walked another one which
Yeah.
was still anonymous.
Yeah, and we rented.
And you rented. How much did you pay on the first day?
The room was costing 500 per day.
500 per day.
Yeah,
So on 25th, you went to another one.
yeah,
How much did you pay?
5.
500.
Yes,
Then on 26th,
5.
which hotel?
The second one.
The second one.
Yeah,
The second unknown,
yes,
500.
yeah.
27th,
I went home at midnight.
you went home at midnight.
Yeah. So I never slept.
So you never slept.
I never slept.
Okay. You said you were in polling station 1. 2.
Yeah,
So you disowned paragraph 3.
yeah.
And you see paragraph 3 now carries the weight of all that was happening. Whatever you have narrated